Because all the materials have been removed, I have no idea what the original construction was like on the seat. Looking at the way the backs were padded, I'll redesign the seat in similar fashion. I'll start by stitching in an edge roll across the front. My first step in padding the seat is to fill this open cavity with wood wool held in place with bridle ties. I've torn away a small portion of the wood wool bale. I'll start softening up by spraying water on it, use an atomizer bottle, and just keep misting it. Gradually it softens up and separates. I'll separate and throw away some of these heavier fibers. Alright, I'll shake away the loose ends and it's ready to use. I need to keep the wood wool moistened and real pliable as I work with it. I'll just tuck a little under this edge, snug up to the roll. I'll feather this as I work with it. Pull some out, build it up to looks like about 1.5 inches thick. Gauge the depth with my fingertips. As I work along, I can use a regulator or a needle. Hold it in place and work my way along the edge here. When I get to this front edge roll, I'll decrease the thickness and break it away at about 1/2 inch right here along the edge. As I'm evening out this front edge, I'm going to reverse the direction of how I feather this wood wool in place, and I'm going to work my way back this direction. Once this section is about a hand's width, I'll use a bridle tie to hold it in place and continue stuffing towards the back. Use the regulator and even out some of these thin spots. With the Upholstery pulled down with burlap, I'm pulling it snug and stitching it in right under the wire. I'll use the regulator to pull the fiber ahead and make it break evenly across this front profile. Because this horsehair is 140 years old, it's become much stiffer and it's been rather difficult to work with, so I've had to change my application technique a little bit. Been putting down a little bit of it and holding it in place with a regulator, working my way in rows, and eventually pulling it down with the bridle tie. I'll finish off this front edge by starting with just small portions here, gradually feathering this back towards the bridle tie. Start getting a little bit broader on this pull here. This has been very difficult hair to work with. It's quite springy, actually very resilient, but it's stubborn to work with. Use a regulator and stir these up together. With the muslin pinned across the front, I've stretched it tightly down the sides and across the back. I'm brushing it in place and stitching it tightly and cleaning up the front edge.